Hey man, this is Arthur J. Smith, aka Lil Art. I'm coming to you live, man. Just basing up everything I'm about to say on a true story. Today is December the 22nd, 2013, and it's a very special day for me because on December the 22nd, 1983, I was released on parole for 4 years. From Giddings State Home and School. You know, it's a state school in the state of Texas where you send, the violent offenders, the worst people that, have committed a crime in the state of Texas, man. And, I spent 14 and a half months there. I was the youngest on the campus out of, say, 450, 500 students. I was 13 years old at the time. And now that I'm 44 years old, man, I just want to share a piece of what my life has been like for these last 30 years, which is 3 decades, man. And, I'm hoping and praying that this piece be able to be of inspiration to someone who, who have, made some bad decisions in life, and, God has given them a chance to, turn their life around and get it right. This whole piece is about, man, and I'm gonna just, call it, a Fifth Ward Juveniles, true story, man. And when I came home, man, them 4 years on parole, I came home and I was at Marshall Middle School before I left and went to Giddings, man. And when I came home, I ended up back at Marshall and ended up getting kicked out of Marshall. And before I left Marshall, man, it was a young lady, man, that always helped me out. Anytime I got in trouble at Marshall, the principal's office, while I'm in the principal, they would always call on this lady who's the head custodian at the school, man. And she would come and get me and tell me to grab that mop and sit down and talk to me all day, and, just work with me for, a couple of years, man, and, put a lot on my mind that I'm still living off of today, man. And she's from Fifth Ward, Texas, man. Her name is Miss Vera, man, and I just want to send a shout out to Miss Vera, and she, still keep it real with me to this day. And then when I got kicked out of Marshall, man, I went over to E.O. Smith for the last few months of my school, of my middle school days, man. And after that, I went on to Wheatley. We won a city championship, and the whole while I was on parole. And God, blessed me to turn my life around, man. Being at Wheatley, a lot of people may be wondering why I wear purple all the time and why I put so much energy and time and passion into, giving back and being a part of the Wheatley Wildcat family, man. It's because those memories and those years that I was at Wheatley, man, those are the years that I was embraced by the community. And even though I was seeing my parole officer and stuff like that, I still got into some trouble, after that, man. After we won the city championship, undefeated as freshmen, man, when it came out in the newspaper, I was in jail for, a high-speed chase, 14 cars, chasing behind us, man. When the newspaper article came out in the Forward Times, I actually saw that first news article, man, with us on the front page of the sports section, while I was incarcerated, man. After that, I prayed and I asked God, man, I don't want to go back to Giddings. I thought I was going back. My parole officer, Miss Mary Guerrero, man, she's still in the parole system right now, man. I think she's in the juvenile probation right now, but she kept it real with me, man. So, I had Coach Thompson, Coach Carr, Coach Tucker, man, all of them looked out for me, showed me a lot of love, Sandra Walker, on the campus to this day. Everybody showed me a lot of love, man. I had a praying mama, man, that always believed in me and always, prayed for me, and, she would get on me and this, that, and other, man. But at the same time, in Fifth Ward, a lot of people, embraced me. But at the same time, I really didn't think I was going to make it to 15, man. I thought I was going to be dead and gone, man. So I did a lot of wilding out, growing up on Hardy, man, running through the whole ward, what I'm saying? Just doing my thing, trying to, just be me, what I'm saying? I never was a follower, even though I was the youngest of everybody that I ran with, I always, had my own mind and was, a born leader. And, at this particular time, man, with the kids that I have, all my 6 sons, I have them. I'm kicking it with the ones that, still get a chance to see me as much as they choose to. And, I got my wife of 21 years, Coffee, man, so we working with her music and stuff. But while I was in the state school, man, one of the things I focused on was, you know, man, when I knew when I was going to come home, I was going to be 18. I was going to be going to the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? I was going to be 14 going to the 8th grade. And, man, you know, that's what made me get my mind together and start focusing on hitting them books in there. And actually, you know, I played ball. I was too young to work, so I volunteered. And that took a whole lot of time. I was in the gym, you know, volunteering, man. And I actually, there was a team called Snook and Dime Box. So we went to a Dime Box tournament. I was 14 at the time, man. We went to the Dime Box tournament. This was in 1983. I was there from 82 to 83, but I want to show y'all something, man. I had won a trophy, man. And this trophy actually says Dime Box JV Tournament, All Tourney, 1983, man. So now, even though we won 3rd place, Snook took 1st place. And, you know, but this trophy, the big trophy to this trophy right here is actually in getting state school to this day, man. And you know what's real cool about it, you know, like a couple of years ago, now last year, I'm kind of fast forwarding and bouncing around a little bit, but last year, man, the governor's office brought me down to Austin, Texas, man, and put me in a hotel for a couple of days. And I was at the 8th annual Education Families event, man. And I went down there with the Houston Parole Board here in Houston, man. Miss Sherelle, you know, she always believed in me and getting down for me. And Miss Helen George called me and say, who are you? I just got a phone call from the governor's office telling me to get Art Schmidt involved and get him involved with the youth. So I got a chance to do some mentoring, and, you know, I got plans to do some more of that. But, you know, but I'm always, you know, in the hood, you know, striving to be a positive figure. You know, a lot of people know my company, POG, Positive Outlook Gear. Well, everything that I'm doing today for is POG and Positive Outlook Gear. I used to be the opposite of that. Real negative, always into stuff, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't right. But when I went, now I'm gonna go back to when I went to Austin, man. I was actually on program, and I got a chance to speak and got a lot of certificates for being there for those 2 days and was on program. That was real nice, man. Shout out to Miss Tammy Holly, man, up in Austin, Texas, who worked for the governor's office, man. And I just want to say, man, that I hope and pray that anyone that see this, that they be able to, you know, talk to their kids, talk to the youth. And, man, one thing I can say, anybody that's in jail, any youth that's in jail, anybody that's in prison, man, don't never give up on your people. Don't never give up on your loved ones, because, man, you know, God never gave up on me, man. I'm talking about, I received my first Bible when I was 13 years old in Harris County juvenile lockup, man. And when I received that Bible, man, at the age of 13, you know, that really helped me out, man. That was my Bible, my own personal Bible, is when I received it, man. So I'm sending this and want to put this out here, man, just so it can be of inspiration, of hope, and to, you know, praise and glorify the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm talking about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, for real, man, because, you know, it's by God's grace that I'm still here today, man. And I just hope that, you know, I get a chance to keep on doing what I'm doing and being a positive light. You know, the parole board is, you know, here in Houston, they asking me to they're asking me to write a book, man. And I'm still trying to figure out how am I going to do that. But, you know, they saying, man, you've been home 30 years. You don't have no adult criminal record. And, man, I remember having to go take pictures for the FBI, get fingerprinted to just be able to be around the youth, man. And, you know, I just want to just put this piece out there, man. And I hope and I pray that it be an inspirational, man. You know, I just, like I say, you know, surviving the struggle without surrender, man. Keeping God first to the fullest. Yeah, man, you know, before I sign off, man, I want to just, you know, give out some RIP, some rest in peace, some in love and memory of shout outs, man. First of all, you know, Roshan Davis, man, you know, out of 5th Ward, he was down there with me. Cadillac, Auburn High Tower, man, you know, out of Coke Apartments, he was down there with me. And D. Roberts, man, from the Nickel, he was down there with me. And also, you know, Carl Smith, man, aka Schmidt, out of South Park, man, he was down there with me. And also, like, last but not least, you know what I'm saying, Miss Joyce Hine, you know, may she rest in peace. She was my supervisor, you know what I'm saying. She walked me to the gate, you know what I'm saying, on my last day there, December the 22nd, 1983. And she told me, she said, get out there and make something out of yourself. And that's always, you know, played, you know, back in my mind over and over and over, you know what I'm saying. And you know, I got my queen with me, you know what I'm saying. H-Town's 5th Ward's finest, you know, straight off of BET televised, you know, contestant, Sunday's Best, the first to put the city on the map with the hip-hop vocals, you know, Fifth Ward Juveniles, G Groove. You can YouTube it. You know, she in there. And that's it, man. One love. Peace.